As stated before, my name is Efrain Camacho. I am a third-year college student here at Foothill College, and I'm a mechanical engineering major. Intern at Gecko Materials, and my mentor's name is Dan Hurley. First, talk about the big picture of what I've worked on. The product that is made at Gecko Materials is called Gecko Materials Dry Adhesive, or GMDA for short. It is an inspired material by gecko biomimicry. It copies the fingerprints, the fingers of a gecko. It is a reusable, residue-free mechanical adhesive, and it uses van der Waals effect to stick onto walls. It is a very clean item, so it's not like a throwaway like a tape. So it's very eco-friendly. The main focus of my internship was I was giving a project instead of a research. So I was mainly given a project to create a functional mechanical pull tester, or MPT for short, on which to test the GMDA on. I was also given the task of creating a demo to showcase GMDA to partners and to potential customers as a prop. Based on these goals, based on these internship goals, I created personal goals for the internship. And first, I wanted to learn and develop CAD skills. I wanted to take the lead hardware aspect of the MPT, create the physical aspects of the MPT, and report progress on them. I worked with 3 other interns, so I could focus my skills on specific items. Instead of a method or process, it was more like, here you go, you figure it out type of thing. So I decided to list off what I learned as I went. First off, I learned CAD, I learned 3D printing and the use of 80/20, which I'll explain shortly. This is my first ever CAD model I developed. It was very simple. It took me 3 to 4 days. I learned basic geometries. I was mainly looking up on YouTube and Google, and employees at Gecko Materials were helping me throughout the process of me learning. As I went on, I created a better, more advanced model of the MPT. We came up with the idea of using actuators to pull a string. A string will be attached to the tip right here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. And we'll pull the tile, GMDA tile. And I created more advanced geometries using CAD. The week after that, it just took me a whole week to make, but I learned how to use MechMaster Car and GrabCAD to download STL files and show objects onto the CAD file. And here we go. I've labeled everything out. This is an Arduino, which is a computer. There's an actuator which will pull the item, and a load cell will measure the pull strength. And this structure on the left side is for normal force. It's more for advanced type of testing. I didn't really focus much on that, but I mainly focused on the pulling aspect. Dan, my mentor, showed me how to do rendering. He was helping me throughout the entire process of CAD modeling. And here I developed a quick, simple rendered model of CAD. It just looked a lot better for presentations. This week was very, very important the week after that, because we had a lot more electronics that came in, and my original CAD design was just not going to work. We had a side-by-side replica before of the smaller ones, of the smaller CAD model, but it was not going to fit all these new electronics. So for the first time, I actually decided to build something in advance. Before, I was working with CAD alongside with what I was building. So for the first time, I was going to use CAD to predict what I was going to build. So I came up with this possible idea to build. It was a box and kept the electronics at the bottom with the mechanical parts at the top. But I learned that it was not a good idea. Asking around the office, and they said, yeah, it was not a good idea. So I was like, I had to kill the idea that I love so much and restart all over again. So it's a huge learning process. I learned a lot from this. So it was like what Dan said. It was like killing your baby. Even though you love it so much, you sometimes got to do it just to get better. So I learned a new material called 80/20, which is this aluminum steel bottom and top. It's like Legos for engineers. It is the building blocks. You can shape it around, move it around. There are sliders on there so you can move stuff up and down. And I came up with this idea. This is also very important in my CAD skills, because for the first time, I actually created something far more in advance that before I even started building it physically in CAD. And I built everything 1-to-1. Everything's down to the millimeter. So the tip of this actuator is actually perfectly leveled with the platform. So it will translate perfectly to real life. And that's exactly what I did. I created it in real life, and it was exactly the same how I wanted. Everything fit perfectly, and it was very important to me. And here's the overall project to it is right now. It is very messy still. There's still a lot of work to be done, But here are just simple things like the Arduino, which is the computer, a LED screen, LCD screen to display the value data, a relay, potentiometer to control the voltage, actuators, and the GMD testing platform plus the load cell. Here in conclusions, here's a quick video of showing the demo project working. There's no audio, sorry, but on the LCD screen will show how many foot-pounds it was capable of pulling before it slips, and video will end when it slips. Video and sorry. Yeah, it's the MPT is not finished, so I still want to make it a little more natural looking. But other than that, physical aspect is done for me. I also was working on a demo project. I have not finished it, still a work in progress. So unfortunately, I could not show it because due to the interest of time, it will take way too much time to show it. And my learnings and reflections. I learned a lot from this. I learned that I wanted to be an engineer. I love the process of finding errors, taking a step back, and evaluating what you have, and just keep finding a solution to it. It's just like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, one step back. I love that feeling. I learned invaluable skills such as CAD, 3D printing. I didn't show it in the images, but I created these models to fit the actuators perfectly like a mold onto the platforms, and it just snapped right on using CAD. It was pretty fun to make. I learned presentation skills. Every week we had to make a wrap up to show what we did to the entire company. So presenting for me is now very easy. And I learned how to work in groups. And I overcame the challenge of thinking that I didn't belong in an engineering environment. The people at Gecko Materials made it extremely inclusive. They appreciated my work, and I loved being there. And last but not least, I want to say thank you. Thank you to Marissa. Without Marissa, I would have not applied to SLI. Thank you to the SLI internships. Thank you to Sophia for answering all my questions whenever I had questions. To Jeff Anderson for giving me the letter of recommendation to apply. And to everyone at Gecko Materials. Dan is at the very far left. Dan, Hunter, Capella, sorry. Dennis, Peters, unfortunately not on here, but he is also part of the team. Pernell, Isaac, Lily, and Bing, they're also interns with me. And thank you.